On the last video, I softened the vector forms with a photo texture. Another way to make the forms a bit more organic is effects. We always add effects to the forms. You can find them from the Effects menu. The first section of the effects is the Illustrator effects. From here you can find, for example, a drop shadow. If I want to edit or remove effects that I have set to a form, I can do so from the Appearance panel. You can edit them by double-clicking, toggle their visibility from the eye, or remove them. The other section of the effects are the Photoshop effects. If I use any of these effects, it will generate pixels to the image. This means that I need to think about the print size and the image resolution. I can see some of the effects in the Effect Gallery. This window only shows the object I have selected and works similarly to the Effect Gallery in Photoshop. I can try out the different effects here. For softening the forms, noise or grain is often used. There's 3 different noises on the Effect Gallery. Film grain from the Artistic section, grain from the Texture section, and the diffuse glow in the Distort section. If you want to use this as noise, you need to set the glow amount to 0. This area is for editing each of the effects. When I'm happy with the effects, I click OK. Now I have a vector form with a pixel effect on top. If I zoom close enough, I can see the pixels. If I make the form bigger, Illustrator needs to compute new pixels. If I make the enlargements really big, the computer takes some time to count the new pixels. So you need to be a bit careful with the Photoshop effects. The resolution used for the pixel effects is decided when creating the file. Because I created this file as a print file, there is a 300 pixels per inch raster resolution defined. If needed, you can change this from Effects, Document, Raster Effect Settings. By default, the edges of the form now have pixels showing. To remove these, I could use a clipping mask. You can also set these to be defaults with pixel effects. You can do this from the Document Raster Effect Settings. Here I'll tick Create Clipping Mask. Now the path cuts the pixels. The edge is much better now. If I want, I can edit the effect by double-clicking on it in the Appearance panel. I can use the effect I just used again by selecting it as the first option in the Effect panel. You can add multiple effects to an object. This object now has ink outlines and diffuse glow effects. I can remove either of them individually. Try creating different effects on your objects.